Filmmakers are magicians that bring world on the screen. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I Shreeya Katyal welcome you all to today's talk. I'm at Marwah Studios and today I'm in conversation with a well-experienced and very talented award-winning filmmaker from Tisch University of New York, Professor Karl Bardosh. So let's talk to him, know about his journey and of course gather lots of knowledge from his side. Hello sir, welcome to Marwah Studios today.
Thank you very much. I've been coming here since 2006, and I really love this place.
It's a pleasure for us to host you. Sir, we would like to know something about your filmmaking journey, like how it has been and why did you decide to choose filmmaking?
Well, it happened by accident when I was 12 years old, that they selected me out of 3,000 kids to be an actor in a feature film.
Okay.
And that was back in Hungary. I was born in Budapest, Hungary. And it's ironic because that first film in which I was a child actor, it was an adaptation from a very famous book. Mm-hmm. And the title of the book was Professor, Please. I had no idea that I will end up myself to be a professor at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, the Film and Television School.
I think that is what I call magic. My first acting short film, was about a journalist. It was about a journalist, Durga, who reports. And today I'm also doing that same job, being a journalist. So I can resonate to your story. How your journey has been? Would you like to share some of your significant projects?
Well, yes. So starting as a child actor in feature films, later, right around when I was 18 or so, then I decided to cross over to the other side of the camera. Okay. And I started to write and direct. Mm-hmm. And my very, very first film was already shown on national television and won awards. It was a very short film, but it worked magic for me. And then I was hired by the national television in Hungary, where I was a young director and assistant director, and then became a director. And then when I left the country and went to the US, I became, that's again very interesting because I was working on my PhD about film theory, and I got admission to New York University. In the graduate school, they had the first PhD program in the nation, and that was in 1970. And I got into that program, but my heart was very much into practical filmmaking. And a year later, I switched over to the American Film Institute in Hollywood. Okay. And I was the first European that they admitted there as a directing fellow. So I got my diploma there as a feature film director of Hollywood.
So I think that you had a keen interest into this world of filmmaking, and that's why the destiny took you to the right path and you kept on exploring and of course enhancing your skills. So now I would like to know from your side the cell phone cinema. International Festival of Cell Phone Cinema is held every year in Marwah Studios, and the concept comes from Dr. Sandeep Marwah and of course Mr. Karl Bardosh. So I would like to know the inception period of this particular concept, cell phone cinema. What was the plan?
In 2007, I came here, got together with Mr. Marwah, and we came up with the idea to introduce it to India, and we together made the very first 3 short films in co-production. Okay. Half of that was shot right here, the other half in New York. And it was a co-production between us, and that's launched Cell Phone Cinema. And then he came up with the idea and said, you know what, why don't we do a festival?
True.
And then he started the festival 12 years ago.
Everybody is a filmmaker because filmmaking, I believe, is all about ideas. But then some people are privileged to have those gadgets and others don't have them. But now, with cell phone cinema, everybody can show their creativity. According to you, what is your take on the importance of cell phone cinema, how it can benefit the society and an individual?
Thanks to Mr. Marwah, I've been coming here regularly. And also, there were some lectures arranged for me at the famous PhD house several times when I had a chance to talk about the theory and philosophy of cell phone cinema. And it all goes all the way back to the French New Wave. That was the famous film theorist and aesthetician Alexander Astrou in 1948. He wrote an essay that he called Camera Stilo, which means camera pen.
Camera pen. Okay.
And he said, whoever holds that pen, camera pen, meaning who decides over the film, that is the author of the film. And he said that it's the director who holds the pen. And that's the author of the film. And from that came the famous author theory of film that puts the director as the real authority of the film. So I took his theory and I said, you're talking about pen? Everybody has that pen inside their pocket, and that's a cell phone.
True.
So the real camera pen in everybody's pocket is the cell phone that would democratize the medium.
True.
It democratized the tools of production. It would make it available for absolutely everybody.
Very true.
So a lot of professionals attacked this theory of mine. They said that now everybody can be a filmmaker. What's going to happen to us, the professionals? And then I tell them, no, you are mistaken. If you would be the writer of a novel, you wouldn't be upset if there would be audience who can read and write, so they can read your book, right? It's better than illiterate audience. They cannot even read your work.
Exactly.
Same with film language. We can teach the language of film to everybody around the world and make a better audience for the professional filmmakers.
Very true, because knowledge, if it is shared, it is increased. And if you keep it with yourself intact, it becomes stagnant. It becomes stale. And secondly, I would really like to add on to the fact that yes, creativity can never be copied. Each one of us has different set of creativity and we are unique.
In Cannes, when you have the festival, the market is 10 times bigger than the festival. And there are all kinds of side events happening. And so there is one which is called the Global Short Film Awards by Andres Aquino. That's an independent producer who's been doing that now for 4 years. Okay. And that will be, again, at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Imperial Ballroom in Cannes, where on the closing night of the festival, at the same time, next to it, parallel, there will be this award night, where the best cell phone films will get the awards. I am now here together with Professor Marwah, Mr. Marwah, who will be also co-president of the jury there, and we're selecting out the 10 best cell phone films right from here, from AFT, to represent India in Cannes during this event. Now there will be 10 other films from China, 10 from the United States, 10 from Hungary, from Greece, from other countries, and these will be all finalists, and they will get a certificate, but the winners will be selected right there in Cannes. And there is another one on the 18th of May, which is also organized, and it's going on for many years, by a princess, Princess Angelique Monet, who has a institute. It's called the World Peace and Tolerance Institute, and she invites films that express humanitarian subjects. And she will do a self-film festival there in Cannes for the first time. This will be presented on the 18th of May in the American Pavilion. And again, the co-president of the jury is Mr. Marwah, Sandeep Marwah.
That is so beautiful. That gives us more fuel to work and participate enthusiastically. Asian Academy feels proud to represent India in Cannes Film Festival. From your journey, what would you say to the budding filmmakers, the next generation, Gen Next?
So since 2009, I've been teaching cell phone cinema at New York University Film School, which is the first and only university course in the whole country, if not in the world. Another course I created, which is called No Excuses Cinema, micro budget features. And that is to young people how they can make their first feature film with practically nothing. So with the tools of production, not only cell phone, but inexpensive digital cameras, like this interview is shot on one, it's available. Young people, instead of standing in line and begging the industry to hire them, they should get together with their friends, use these inexpensive tools of filmmaking, and make their films, because actually the only obstacle today to make a film is the person, him or herself.
So, practice no excuses cinema. If you have the idea, if you have the creativity, then nothing can stop you. You become unstoppable. So, what is filmmaking in one line from you? Like, I would like to know that, what do you believe? What is filmmaking? That definition from Professor Karl Bardosh.
Well, to sum it up like in one sentence, that's not so easy, but I would say because of all the tools of productions are so available today, the most important things, where films are made, where films are coming from here, is the idea. It is a language, a new language that is now worldwide, by which you can translate your ideas to the entire world.
So guys, I hope that you have learned a lot of information from this interview from Professor Karl Bardosh. Filmmaking is all about ideas. If you are creative, if you are full of ideas, then you become unstoppable. And from where does ideas come? They come from reading, from listening to people like these, experienced people and their journeys, and of course, from communication. That's all for today in today's talk. I, Shreeya Katyal, sign off for the day, but I'll be back with another amazing celebrity guest for you. Till then, you keep watching MSTV Har Par Aapke Saath, and don't forget to participate in International Festival of Cell Phone Cinema.